who is our showrunner, because in the comics, Sophie is in the comic book just a little bit, because after military school, she and Kate, they split up, and then Kate goes on and finds other relationships. So there wasn't really too much for me to pull from the comics. So the showrunner gave me a very, very good idea of what was going to be going on, and from that, I just kind of created this life for her, and it's been awesome.
Did you have any military training, have to do anything like that for the part?
It's mostly just been, honestly, the training has been like the best part, because mostly it's like for stunts. It's not specifically like military training, but our stunt training team, every other week we'll all get together, and they're teaching us literally like boxing skills. Like I now know how to drop kick somebody.
Nice.
And I know it's honestly like so much fun. And we do have a military guy that does come on set who will just like instruct us on like how to properly hold the gun or how to properly stand. But as far as like going off and doing the training just specifically for military, we haven't done that.
All right.
Yeah.
So towards the end of the pilot episode, Sophie's married.
Dun dun dun.
How quickly are we going to learn more? Are we using flashbacks that are Sophie-centric?
Yes, there are definitely going to be some flashbacks, and people are going to definitely get a much better understanding as to why this split in military school really happened. And because you don't get that much of it in the pilot, but later on you're going to be going through this struggle with Sophie, because she's trying to figure out like, am I living in my truth, or is my truth my husband? Kate, like there's going to be a lot of that up and down, back and forth, and the pull between her and Kate. But you're going to definitely get a lot of backstory. It's coming. I'm actually really excited about it because we just filmed it.
How does your character feel about Batman and Batwoman from the start? Does that evolve?
Yeah, well, the thing with Batwoman, because she's new to Gotham too, so it's only really been Batman, so she doesn't really have too much of an opinion on Batwoman other than the fact that she's just wondering who the heck she is. As far as Batman, I think Sophie's completely fine with Batman, but because Jacob Kane, he cannot stand Batman, that's kind of had, his leadership has kind of had an impression on the Crows in general, but she doesn't have a problem with it.
The queer community can be a pretty passionate, loyal fan base. Are you excited to see that community's reception to your character?
Absolutely. Honestly, I love all the characters on the show, but I genuinely feel like Sophie represents so many women out there, and it truly is such an honor to be able to play this role, because I'm hoping that it's just going to expand people's empathy meter, it's going to expand their understanding meter, and that people will be able to relate to her, because it's a very human story. And so truly it's just only magnified my purpose as an artist to be able to do this. And I hope they're okay with me doing it, and I hope they like it. So
how does it feel joining this large established DC universe on CW?
It feels really good. It's very exciting, but there's also like a lot of pressure too, because the DC fans, they're very passionate, and we don't want to like let them down. So the thing is like, even though it is, it's based off of the comics, this is also the CW's version as well. So they're crossing the both of those, and you just hope that the cross is going to be a really good one and that people will love it. But it's been exciting, it's been amazing, but it's definitely been a little bit of pressure, because I hope people will love it as much as we do.
Did you have anyone, because the Arrowverse is already established, did you speak to anyone or ask advice from anyone specific about going into that world?
Going into the DC world? Just a little bit. Like I'm actually really good friends with Candace Patton, and we have the same representation, and I was just like, hey, look, what is it like? What did you do? What was it like at first? And she kind of gave me the little, the P's and Q's on what to do, and some of it was a little terrifying, because I was like, okay, wait, I have to do, wait, what? And so it was weird, but no, yeah, she was really the only person that I could ask, and from there it's just been, learn as I go. So hopefully I'm doing okay. I don't know.
How involved are you in the big process?
I can't answer that question, but you'll just have to tune in and see.
We know that there are basically like 3 main villains this season. You've got Flashbacks and obviously Alice. Is there going to be one that's more of a nemesis for your character in particular?
I That's a very good question. Because I'm trying to figure out what I can say and answer, and you know what? You'll just have to tune in to season 1 to see. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble, but it's possible that there's a main nemesis for Sophie. Yeah, definitely.
But you're basically going to be working with the Crows.
Oh yes, yeah. So the Crows, yeah, we're out there trying to help protect the elite in Gotham, and yeah, it gets a little hairy at times because now we've got Batwoman, because Batman's been missing for 3 years, so everyone's just been relying on us.
Right.
And now here comes Batwoman. We're like, who's Batwoman? So yeah, there's going to be you're going to see some bumping of heads between the two for sure.
So in the pilot episode, we learned that Sophie is basically Jacob's like #1 agent. So how does that relationship between Jacob and Sophie complicate Sophie's relationship with Kate?
It complicates it a lot because the thing is, Jacob, wanted Kate to do a certain thing, and she didn't want to. The thing with Kate, she kind of is in her own lane. She's a very strong woman. She's like, you know what? That's not right. I'm going to do this. Well, Sophie is like, no, I'm going to do this so that I can be a part of that, and that in of itself definitely is going to cause a little bit of a bumping of heads between the two, because for Jacob, Sophie is like the daughter he didn't have. So there's definitely going to be some bumping of heads for sure.
And we've obviously seen Gotham a few times before on TV.
Yeah.
So
Which is so cool. I love it.
So how do you describe this Gotham, and what was your reaction to first seeing those sets?
Oh my
Because
gosh.
we've seen a little bit in Elseworlds.
Yeah. So the thing is so I was a huge Batman fan. So booking this has just been like, ah. And so being in our world of Gotham, stepping onto the Batcave, you guys, honestly, I freaked out. I was so excited. And then we actually just filmed in Chicago when we were in front of the would-be Wayne Tower.
Right.
You guys, literally, I froze in my space, and I was just like, this was from the Dark Knight, so I'm literally taking selfies with the building. It's awesome. Yeah, we do our best to take, what do you want to call it? Taking the backdrops that you've seen in the Dark Knight and in other Batman movies, and we try to put them in our show too. So hopefully that will be something that people will want to.
So like Easter eggs for those.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. That's the cool thing about this. It's like we have our sets, but then we also have the authentic sets that you've seen in other movies too.
So who's your Batman then?
Oh gosh. The Dark Knight, Christian Bale. Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
so much.
guys. Nice to chat with you.